Hi, guys. Welcome back to Oh Baby. It's Lauren, and tonight I have Kelsey with me. Hi, Kelsey.
Hi, Lauren.
How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Oh, just lovely.
Yes.
So, Kelsey and I used to work together
hmm
at our place of business. Do you still work there? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it great?
it's awesome. It is awesome.
So, I haven't seen you in, gosh, 3 years since I moved to
Yeah,
Florida.
yeah. It's been some time.
I heard you got engaged.
I did.
Yes.
I
Congratulations.
did. Thank you.
I love it.
Very
So
happy.
tell us a little bit about yourself and what your family looks like.
So I am a single mom. I have my daughter Harper, and then my fiance Andrew has two girls, Adriana and Gianna. Harper and Adriana are 6 months apart. So Harper's 12. Adriana just turned 13 in May. Gianna will be 16 in August.
Oh, a
Yeah.
house full of teenage girls.
It's fun. Hormones are flying.
So what was that like bringing kind of two families together?
I'm not going to lie. It's challenging.
Okay.
I definitely did not expect how difficult it would be, but we're learning as we go, as
Because that's a
anyone
lot of
can.
different personalities.
It is. It is. And you definitely see the different personalities every day.
Yeah.
And they are just, they each have their own thing, which is nice. So, we have Harper
Like hobby, you
who's
mean?
hobbies wise, yeah.
Huh?
So like it's different for me and Andrew because we're running in different directions, taking kids in different directions to different activities.
Mhm.
Harper's dance, cheer, and she just started getting into the musicals. And right now, he is currently going through it with college choices with his oldest. And she plays soccer, great soccer player. And then his youngest, Adriana, she likes soccer, she likes basketball. She dabbles in a little bit of everything.
We love it. We love an
We
active
love it. We really do. And yeah, I mean, we are chugging along as best as we can, dude.
Okay. So tell us about you outside of being a mom and all
Outside of
those
being a
kids.
mom. So full-time worker here. But outside of that, I love me some coffee. I love walks on the beach. I like, we like to chase the sunsets here as much as we
Okay.
can. I started coaching cheer once Harper got into cheer.
Okay.
So I've been coaching cheer for the last 2 years. This will be my third year, and
Were
I
you
love
a
it.
cheerleader in
I
school?
was a cheerleader.
Okay.
So for the Northfield Cardinals,
Okay.
it's like a full circle moment, actually. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Do
I
you
love
see a
it.
lot of yourself in Harper?
Oh, yeah. The stubbornness for sure. The stubbornness for sure.
I love
But
it.
yeah, it's funny because everyone says she looks like me, and I always make the joke saying, like, "Well, I can never lose her because, and I mean, she's literally my face."
Mhm. Mhm.
But she is so funny with her. She definitely has my sense of humor,
That's
and
good.
we differ on music taste and movies, but for the most part, my sense of humor, she definitely has that.
What kind of music does she like?
It varies. So she really likes all the new stuff, and I honestly don't even know what any of the new stuff
Yeah.
is.
Is
But she
she
likes
a K-pop?
no.
Oh, thank
She's
God.
like Olivia Rodrigo,
Okay.
a little bit of Sabrina Carpenter.
I can boogie with that.
I can too. She was hot on Taylor Swift for a second, and then she's like, I'm good."
Okay.
I thought it was gonna last
Fair.
a lot longer than it did,
Fair.
but, yeah, so she's, um what else? Movies-wise, still trying to figure that out with that one.
Yeah.
I know she's like that slapstick humor.
Mhm.
I always joke and say, like, the one mistake that I probably made as a parent was showing her, White Chicks a little too early on. And it's her favorite movie.
I love that. I
Literally her
love
favorite
that.
movie.
And she's 9 now, you said?
No, she's 12.
Oh gosh,
Oh, yeah, going into 7th grade.
time flies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so let's go 12 years back.
Mhm.
When you were had her in your belly, what did you kinda picture motherhood to look like for you, and how is that so drastically different than
Oh
what
my
you pictured?
god. I thought I was going to I literally didn't have a clue in the world. I was 21 when I had her,
Mhm,
and my ideal of what it could look like was just running around with my tiny little best friend, and everything was gonna be roses and butterflies, and no, I had a rude awakening. That
mm,
was not what I expected. She was a great baby. Had I had a very easy birth. She was she came out literally looking like me, and I had no idea that that could be possible, that you could look at it you could look at your baby and be like, "Oh, well, like, who does it look like?" And I have a picture from the day that they came in and did pictures of her. I'm
mhm.
like, "Oh my god, that's my face." That's literally like my I'm looking I'm, like, showing my mom, I'm like, that's my face, that's so weird."
Mhm.
And I had no idea that they could literally look just like one of the parents. It was
It's
mind-blowing to me.
Yep.
And but yeah, we came home and, mother instinct just kicked in, and it was just I loved it from the start. And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, this is we can get into our routine, we can keep going, and we can" you can have a plan, and then that whole plan could just be completely chucked out the window. And
Mhm,
that's one thing that I have to say that I'm, like, learning as she's getting older, is that you may have a plan for your child and think, like, this is what and how it's going to look,
mhm.
and it's okay that it doesn't turn out that way.
Yeah. How do you deal with that? How like, are you I mean, normally, are you like a planner or are you a fly by the hip kinda gal?
Quite honestly, I used to be I'm gonna fly by the seat of my pants,
Mhm,
and now I'm getting better at planning
mhm,
and taking the hits kinda as they go, but, like, if it doesn't work out, then it's like, "Okay, we gotta kinda, like, take a step back here, rethink it through, and think, like, it's okay that this is happening, that it's not the
mhm.
plan that you wanted,
Yeah,
and we're gonna roll with how everything is unfolding right now."
yeah, you
So,
pivot.
like, yeah, it pivots, and you have to just learn how to pivot with it to a point where it's like you're not driving yourself crazy.
Right, right.
And that has definitely been something that I've learned with her because she has ADHD.
Okay.
So that was definitely a monkey wrench that I didn't expect. And that has definitely taught me how to be more patient
Mhm,
and more understanding on how her brain works differently from others.
okay.
So it's been a ride with that.
When was she diagnosed with ADHD?
She was diagnosed with ADHD, I wanna say, I believe she was 6. She was in 3rd grade going into 4th grade.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. End of 3rd grade is when I finally took her to the behavioral health specialist.
And what made you do that? What made you take her?
I noticed that she and I would fight like cats and dogs,
Mhm.
honestly, and it was getting to a point where it was so exhausting that I'm just like, "I can't do this with you every morning," where I'm just trying
Mhm.
like, I didn't know you could ruin somebody's day by telling them they had to put pants on, or that they had to wear socks with seams that touched their toe, like, it was these little things that I'm like, "Okay, I really need to start paying more attention to that." Like,
Right,
the littlest inconveniences became the biggest inconveniences, that it
right.
was like where someone would be like, "It's not really that big of a deal." To her, it was.
Okay.
So, it was every morning, and I went into that appointment in tears, and I'm just like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else I can do for her. I need help. in figuring out how to deal with this. How do we handle this?
Right. Going into it, did you think it was ADHD or did you think it was just like a behavior
I
problem?
thought it was a behavior problem, if I'm being honest. I thought maybe like she was, because when I say like arguing, like it was almost like she had selective hearing, and she just like, if she heard me say one thing and my dad say it in a different way but saying the same thing, she
Mhm.
would hear him because he had that bite behind it. Whereas
Mhm.
she's used to hearing me saying it over and over again. He says it once and she's like, okay,
Mm.
I know
Do
he
you
means
think it's
business.
because he was maybe the male figure?
He was 100% the male figure because I lived from the time that she was born, we lived with my parents, and we moved out around the time right around her 7th birthday.
Okay.
So for her, he was the male figure in her life
Yeah.
that was like, I know he means business. It's like, I know I can't get away with anything when he's around.
Right.
So it definitely, like, and even he had a hard time kinda, like, grasping the fact that, like, okay, ADHD, like, doesn't
Yeah.
every kid have ADHD? Like, doesn't
Right.
like I'm like, "No, actually, not every kid does." Everybody's different.
Mhm.
Some kids can have ADD, some kids can have ADHD, some kids can have a learning disability that is far more greater than any of us can begin to understand.
Mhm.
So with her, it definitely, and her, like, with school, it was affecting her schoolwork. So she wasn't able to concentrate on certain things and
Right.
remembering to bring certain like homework home. And I'm like, all right, but we talked about this, and like you can talk to your blue in the face, but they're still not going to grasp it.
Right.
So when we finally went for that appointment and decided to put her on medication, it was like a whole new kid.
Yeah.
It was like the complete 180 with
Wow.
her, and
Like
it was
calmer or just kinda like all together?
calmer. She was more responsive. She was more understanding of how she can get her schoolwork done, and like willing to listen when you want to help.
Okay.
And that, it was trying to explain to her that your brain works differently than others. And sometimes you might need a little extra help, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so and I feel like now now we've been doing med breaks with her, um, because I had noticed
What is
recently.
that? Tell me what that
So
is.
you can so with her medicine that she's on, you can do it every day. So she's on Concerta, which is a stimulant,
Mhm.
and it works when you take, like, you don't have to wean yourself off of it, where, like,
Okay.
if you stop taking it one day, it won't take, like, 3 or 4 days to get out of your system. It
Okay.
immediately, like, you can stop whenever you want.
Right.
Um, so I had noticed that when we were doing med breaks, she became like this extroverted kid. So when she was on it, she was very introverted, kept to herself, kind of like didn't really want to do much. We always joke and say she's our house cat. Doesn't want to go anywhere, doesn't want to socialize, doesn't want to see anybody. And we always have to like nudge her to go out and do things. And she's like, no, I'm good. I'm happy staying here. And I'm like,
Mhm.
but you got to come out, like, just come out with us. So I had noticed that when we were, one day I didn't give her her pill, and she was interactive. She was talking to me about her day, about what she was learning in school. And I'm like, okay, I'll take this. But why is her so different?
Yeah.
Why are we becoming like more open about, because like it was like pulling teeth trying to, like, how was your day? Good. What'd you do? Nothing. Like,
Do you think, like, maybe a little bit of depression in there?
I had thought that, but with what we're going through with her going into 7th grade, hormones, all of that, the
Mhm.
cattiness, the girls, everything at school. I My thing with her is that we talk every day. We try to do affirmations every day.
Mhm.
She knows how I feel about bullying. She knows how I feel about the cattiness of girls, and just trying to teach her, like, you're gonna hold yourself to a higher standard
Mhm.
because it'll do you good, And that's not to say that you're better than anybody, you're not. But you
Well, at
also
the end of the
need
day, it'll make her a better person,
exactly,
which in turn makes you
exactly.
better.
Right.
If it happens, it happens.
Mhm. But she would have she has anxiety. So not so much
Okay.
as depression as she does have anxiety, which we are learning to deal with now. Um, but yeah, she just became so like she was playing with my nieces and she usually is like, I don't really want to be around them, interacting with my nieces, and I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes another day if I don't give it to you. And same thing. So I was like, you know what? I don't hate the idea of giving you a break this summer. So I haven't
Mhm.
given it to her this summer, like at all.
Oh,
And she has literally been thriving. And
okay.
I'm just like, because that's the one thing that I had noticed with this medication is that my happy go lucky girl wasn't there.
Right.
So that's like the downside that I saw to this. Whereas like it was helping her focus more, it was also depleting like her sense of humor, her laugh, her smile. And I'm just like, I miss that. I want to see
Yeah,
that
that's
again.
terrible.
It's awful.
No. So answer me this. Can you kinda grow out of ADHD,
Yeah,
or is it
there
something
are
that
some
you have?
cases where you can.
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
think maybe she's kinda like
I think we're starting to get to a point where she absolutely might be growing out of it a smidge.
mhm,
Not fully yet, but I know now that I don't have to give this to her every day if I don't need to.
right. Like, if you miss a day, it's not gonna be
It's not
detrimental.
gonna be the end of the world.
Okay.
Whereas, like, before when we did start with it, it definitely helped and improved her behavior, her mental state, her
Yeah.
just being able to focus on one task was at that time was all I really needed her to do. And
Yeah.
now she can thrive both on and off.
That's
So
like, it's there when she needs it for, like, school,
right, yes.
right?
Which is something that I probably will still keep her on it for school purposes
Yeah.
just to make sure that, like, her grades are staying where they need to stay and she's not
Mhm.
falling behind.
Yeah.
And
'Cause that's a
she's
big
yeah,
thing when kids
it
fall
is.
behind to catch back up.
Yes, it's hard.
So let's go back to you said when Harper was first born, you lived with your parents.
Mhm.
Did Harper have a relationship with her dad? What was that like?
So, her relationship with her dad is still very difficult. We're pretty much towards the end of that kind of a relationship with him. So when she was born, just a little going further back, so her dad and I were together for about 3 years, and where I had felt like I was ready to end the relationship is when I found out I was pregnant.
Go figure.
Yeah. So I actually ended up staying in the relationship for 6 months more. So I was about 6 months I was 6 months pregnant when I finally ended the relationship with him.
Mhm.
Because at the time, I never felt like he was mature enough to really take on this next chapter,
Okay.
and always felt like I at the time, I felt like I'm about to become a new mom. I only signed up to raise 1. Like, I'm not raising an this I'm not no, I'm not ready for that.
Uh-huh.
Um, so, yeah, no, she really didn't have much of a relationship with him. He was there, but never in a way that she needed him to be there.
Okay.
So, she always felt like he would show up for certain things, but he showed up late. And if he did show up at all, it was always about him. And even so now, it's never been about her. It's
Mm.
always been about him. It's always been about his ego and what makes for
Him look
him to
good?
have look like the doting father on social
Mhm.
media than actually what is going on in actual real time.
Yeah. That's
And
really difficult.
it is. And honestly, like for a long time, I think I did everything I can, not so much as to like protect his image, but, like, to protect her from what was
Oh,
actually
yeah.
going on,
I completely understand that.
and I just at one point, and this was about 3 years ago, she saw it all for herself, and mostly because of how he went about things, and she just, like, happened to be there for it, and she was like, she saw his true
Mhm.
colors, and she was
Well,
like,
yeah,
"I don't
she's
like
old enough
that."
now, you
Yeah.
can't hide that
Nope.
forever.
Nope, and
Yep.
it literally struck her to her core to the point where she was like, "I never wanna speak to him again, I never wanna see him again,"
Mm.
and it's still pretty much like that now.
I mean, and is there, like, any kinda court order that's,
So
like,
there
you
is,
okay.
so she and this was recent, we had to go back to court, he was fighting for time because she just didn't wanna go at all.
Mhm.
And at that point, I wasn't fighting for her to go at all because I felt like I was doing everything I was asked the first time around for 10 years. Like, I
Mhm.
pushed her to go, and that's just it, is that, like, he didn't see or the effects it had on her when she would go for a weekend with him.
Mhm.
And when she would come home and just be completely exhausted and
Mhm.
completely out of her routine and out of sync and out, but all of it is just it was
Yeah.
wild.
It takes a toll.
It really does, and she was, she would come home and she was miserable, like,
Mhm.
just
Did that put a strain on your relationship with her when you would make her go? Like, I mean, there's so much you can do when there's a court order involved, but, like,
so
kids
now
don't
she
understand that.
yeah, so now that she's older, she understands that my hands were pretty much tied.
Yeah.
At the time, I couldn't really explain it to her where she would understand, and, I was always met with the tears and, "Please don't make me go, don't force me, I don't want to, why are
Mhm.
you making me go?" And it's like, "I You have to. He's your
Yeah.
father, and he's entitled to time with you, like, that's
Mhm.
you have to go." And she just she she would kick and scream and cry until he would pick her up, he would take her, and then, he would text me later, be like, "She's okay now." Like, "Okay." And great, cool. Glad you don't get that meltdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was every weekend she would have to go with him, and it never stopped.
That's so hard and
Yeah,
heartbreaking as a mother to watch your
right.
child force your child to do something they're pleading with you not to do.
Yep, she is old enough to understand and make that decision on her own
Mhm.
because you guys, and I say this as, like, the judicial system, you guys don't see what we see.
Yeah.
You see black and white what the law is, and look, I get it. I
Yeah.
understand. But when you have a child that is anxiety ridden by
Yeah.
the thought or the fact that like a text message shows up from him and sends her into a tiz is just like
That's sad.
gut wrenching. And it's
Yeah.
sad. And it's like, why I don't understand why I have to go. Why do I have to do this? He is not a good person.
Mhm.
And why should I have to be forced to spend time with somebody? And and I said it, I was like, you know what, you're right, because what good is this doing you?
Mhm.
What good is this doing? And I know they say statistics show that a child is better off with having two involved parents in their lives. But what does that do if that one parent is toxic as hell
Mm.
and it's doing more harm than good?
Yeah.
What does that do?
Yeah. It messes
And
oh, that's
it's
so sad.
terrible.
And, like, I mean, Thomas's dad and I, we're not together, so that's, like, my biggest fear. It's like, I'm trying so hard to be cordial, but it's like, at what point is enough enough? Like, how do I stand up for myself without pissing you off so bad you wanna take me back to court?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
I that's a whole 'nother story for a different time, but, like, just hearing things like that, and I think I hope and pray that it will be different because I have a boy,
Mhm.
and boys wanna go be with their father and everything like
Yeah.
that. I pray that it will all work out because it terrifies me.
Yeah. It's not easy. It has definitely been a roller coaster of things with him, and, it's just I think with Harper, it too going back to when she was little and he met his now ex-wife, um, everything happened so quickly with that. So
Mm,
it's like she went from, "Oh, this is dad's girlfriend," to, "Oh, this dad's girlfriend's pregnant with a baby, and we're gonna move to a new house, and boom, the baby's here," to and, like, not even a full year and a half later to, "I'm pregnant again." So, like, everything literally happened so rapidly that it took
yeah,
like, Harper was like, "I don't even have time to catch up for all of this."
yeah, that's a
So,
lot.
it's a lot to put on a child,
And how old
and
was she when her dad got remarried?
she was 8 when her dad remarried, and she had kind of an iffy relationship with her then stepmom, which now she has a great relationship with, now that they're not together.
Probably 'cause they're divorced and
They're divorced
this
now,
woman
so
is
she can see
agreeing
her
with
for how
you.
she actually is and not what she thought she
Mhm.
was, and it's actually great because her stepmom and I have kept in touch. We really strive to try and keep the relationship between the siblings strong and there so that they have
Yeah,
that,
and that's
and
gotta be hard too because,
yeah,
like, they're not full siblings, so it's hard, and now it's up to you and this woman,
yeah,
to keep
yeah.
kids. Oh gosh,
But
that's
we that was
difficult.
the one thing that I did say with Harper. I was like, "Look, I know you don't have that relationship with your dad, but is that a relationship you wanna keep with your siblings?" She said, "Yeah, I love my siblings, and the
Mhm.
only reason that I'm willing to go and see dad is because they're with him."
Right.
So she wanted to keep that, and she talks
And
to
they're
them.
her only
They're
siblings,
her only
right?
siblings.
Okay,
Yeah.
you never had any more kids or anything.
No, no, uh-uh.
Are you gonna
I
start over?
I no. You know what? And
No.
this was a talk that Andrew and I had because he knows what I had went through with Harper's dad, and he said that, "Do you ever feel like you need that, where you need to have that partner where you have somebody and you're doing it together?" And for a long time, I felt like I was owed that because I feel like I missed out.
Yeah.
And it finally dawned on me that I had exactly who I needed at that time, and
Mhm.
that was my mom, my
Mhm.
sister, my dad, my brother, my family, my village was
Baby dads come in all
exactly
shapes and sizes.
it literally was who and I said that to him, I was like, "I" looking back on it now, I had exactly who I needed at that time in my life, and I wouldn't change it,
That's
and I
ama
don't need to do it over again.
Yeah. I think it's a hard pill to swallow while it's happening, like, right now, I'm really struggling with that,
Yeah,
but I think, like you said, you're given what you need,
yeah,
and thank God I have my parents and the support system that I have as well as
honestly,
you. I mean, I couldn't even imagine my life without them.
I wouldn't know what to do. I if I was exhausted and I couldn't wake up and take Harper. My mom was right there. Came in, would
Mhm.
most of the time would probably steal her from me and just, like, walk around
Yeah.
the house, but,
Yeah.
like, I was so grateful to have that
Mhm.
because it really and they say it takes a village. It really does, and
Mhm.
I don't know where I would be without them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really don't.
So we just took a little bit of break and we were talking about villages and kind of wrapping up Kelsey's baby dad story. Um, let's go back again and what were your best years with Harper?
Ooh, my
Or
best
are you
years with
living them
Harper.
now?
Well, if I'm being honest, I think right now is w one of my favorites because I just looked at her literally maybe 2 weeks ago, and it hit me, and the realization of how much she's maturing
Mm,
and the young woman that she's becoming is amazing to me,
yeah.
and
Well,
the
it's because she has an
responsibility.
amazing mother.
But the responsibility, like, you can fight with them over and over again about taking responsibility, and the responsibility that she has just shown me, and I'm just like, "Who is this child, and where did you come from?"
Mhm.
But, like, she she has grown up so much, and I honestly am in awe of her.
Yeah.
Just everything she did, like, what how she handles herself, how she now comes to me when she has questions about drama and how to handle drama at school. I'm like, "What would you
Mhm.
do if you were me?" And I could tell you, but, you and I are slightly different,
Mhm.
whereas you're a little bit more girlier than I was at that age. I grew up with an older brother who was a year apart from me in a neighborhood full of boys, so I was one of the boys.
Mhm.
And, I joke and say that if it was me, I would flatten them, lay them out, and just, deal with the consequences later, but I'm not gonna tell you that.
Yeah. Well,
You're
it's a different time now too.
yeah, so, like, she when she tells me certain things and I'm just like, "Mm, yeah, I would probably slap her around a bit," and she's like,
Yeah.
"No, we can't do that, mom." I'm like, "Yeah, you're
Mhm.
right, I know, we can't do that." She's so sweet and she's so smart. And I'm just like, was never book smart. I was always street smart. And I'm like, you
Mhm.
are very book smart and very street-esque, smart-ish.
Mhm.
So we have a good laugh at that. But even what was my other favorite time? I would say probably right around the time when she was like really in preschool, like when she was learning to
Mhm.
talk and become a little person.
Yeah.
That was
Personality
wild to me.
blooms.
The just like, just learning certain things and when she was like able to understand like when you're talking to her and she can respond back, like that was just wild to me. I'm like, "Oh, I can have
Mhm.
conversations, like little conversations with you."
Yeah.
I loved those moments. I loved being able to teach her how to ride a bike and just arguing over the fact that you're not gonna go anywhere on the grass, you have to be on solid ground to
Mhm.
learn. And, when she first started dancing and, just that was always a favorite for me because it's the same dance studio my sister grew up in.
Mhm.
So, it was like one Nell went out and a new one came in, and now I'm watching it with my nieces as well, so it's like it's so adorable to see
Mhm.
they're following each other in each other's footsteps,
Yeah.
and she is such an amazing dancer that when you signed her up at 2, you never expected that this is where she would be now on her 12th year of dance and still going and still loving it and still wanting to
Yeah.
keep up with it.
What, when you became a mom, did you have, like, kinda like an idea in your head of what kind of parent you wanted to be, like gentle parenting or, like, did you have a set of rules for yourself that you wanted to follow?
I wanted my kid to be able to tell me and come to me with anything and everything,
Mhm.
regardless of if you're scared that you're going to get in trouble, if you're scared that, you know, I'm going to lose my mind on you. I still want you to come to me with whatever it is it, whatever it is. I
Mhm.
don't want your first thought to be, "Oh shit, I'm scared to tell my mom."
Right.
That's not what I want it to be. I have to tell my mom.
Yeah.
So, and I'm happy to say that that's kind of where we're at right now is that like
That's
I
good.
have stuck to that because I have constantly told her that, kids, they lie. They're afraid that they're going to get in trouble. It's just
Mhm.
inevitable. But I've always told her, if you lie to me, I can't help you if I don't know the full story. And if you
Mhm.
tell me the truth, you might get in a little bit of trouble, but it's better than lying to me and I'm not able to do anything. So
Yep.
that is something that I've kinda stuck with her, and she has always been able to, like, come to me about things.
Mhm.
Um, but gentle parenting is for the gentle child. The rest of us gotta square up.
Mhm. I know.
I will stick by that. I really will. I I genuinely will stick by that, and, like, I say that because it was something my grandmom always, like, ever with all of her great-grandchildren now, when they were all born, she would look at them and she'd be like, "That's an old soul, that's a new soul." And she's like, "And I always believe that the new souls are the gentle children because they're learning everything for the first time.
Mhm.
Whereas an old soul, they've been around the blocks a few times.
Mhm.
And you might have a gentle soul or a gentle child that is an old soul." And I never really, like, thought about it, and I'm just like one day I was just like, "Yeah, you might be right," because I look at my nieces and I look at Harper, and I can easily look at Harper and my older niece. I'm like, "You guys were both new souls. You both are gentle, you both wear your heart on your sleeve.
Mhm.
You feel bad for the little things that are, like, what we would think aren't that big of a deal, but if they it's so, like, pure to them."
Mhm.
And then I look at my youngest niece, who is literally like Johnny Knoxville. And I'm like, "Okay, you are an old soul, and we gotta
Uh-huh.
watch you."
That's funny. So what would you consider yourself, a new soul or old soul?
Honestly, I would say I'm I don't know. I would say I'm an old soul, and I say that because I do feel like I have a little bit more grit to me, and I probably have been around the blocks a few times,
Mhm.
and I have that fight in me to keep going.
Yeah, we love a strong woman here.
Yes, we do.
I kinda wanna go back and ask you how dating was like as a single mom.
Oh, it was, like, almost non-existent.
Yeah. I
Oh
feel
my
like
god.
that's gotta be really hard because really you're asking a man to be a stepdad.
Yeah.
Like, when do you bring
I
that
w
up in conversation?
Right, and that's so I honestly remember being on Tinder and, having a couple conversations with people, and they're like, "Oh, so are you, like, do you have any kids? Do you have this? Do you have that?" And as soon as you would say, like, "Yeah, I have a child," it was like they ghosted you. It was, like,
Mhm.
repellent.
Yeah.
So, but, knowing what I know now about Tinder, who's really looking for anything on there?
Yeah.
Um, it was hard for me to really relate to anybody that didn't get that part of my life.
Mhm.
So,
'Cause it becomes such a huge part,
it does,
you
and I
know?
remember that I was kinda dating this guy before Andrew, and he didn't have kids. We were probably, like, 2 years apart, but I remember he got upset that I had to cancel plans because Harper wasn't feeling good or something along those lines, and he was like, "I always feel like you're constantly canceling plans with me, and, like, I get it, but it's just like." I'm like, "Look, I'm not sorry that I'm canceling these plans,
Mhm.
but this is a part of my life that you're never gonna understand,
Yeah.
and if you can't get
I've
behind that or you can't be understanding about that, then this isn't gonna work."
Mhm. And it takes a special kind of man to wanna
Yeah,
step up and do something like that for a kid that's not his.
yeah.
And I don't blame a lot of men that don't wanna date. I think the
No.
idea of dating a single mom, like the fad is like it's hot and it's
Right.
fun. They always have snacks in their bag.
Oh my god, that's what Andrew says. He's like, "If you
Yep.
ever wanna date a mom, make sure she's got the best snacks."
Yeah. But it's like it's a big ask. And
It
it's
is.
I mean, I'm terrified to start again.
It's
And
honestly
all my mom's friends, they'll ask me, "Are you ready to meet somebody? Are you ready to meet somebody?" I'm like, "I'm still meeting myself after
right.
becoming a
You're
mother."
saying
Like,
yeah.
I'm good for right now.
You're learning a whole new you.
Yeah, I am in no hurry.
Yeah, dating was
Um,
wild.
mhm.
That was a wild time, and
Yeah.
he like I said, it was I needed somebody that could understand that part of my life, so when he and I had met and I knew that he had kids, I'm like, "Here's a guy that would get it." And he
Mhm.
did.
What's it like being a stepmom?
It's fun. It's
Yeah?
honestly fun. Yeah, so for how long we've been together, I've watched them grow up as much as I've watched my own.
Yeah.
So, I
Are
met
is their biological mom still in the picture?
she is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, when I met I think Adriana was 5 and Gianna was 7 or 8 at the time, and looking back at pictures now, and I'm just like, "I can't believe, look how little you guys were, you my babies." Like,
Mhm. You
it's
love them like they're your own.
I love them like they're my own. I
Yeah.
do. And it's it's such a joy to watch them grow as much as it was watching Harper grow
Mhm.
and
And I feel like
like all
that's
their accomplishments.
yeah, that takes a strong woman too to just kinda not step in or overstep, but really you're kinda stepping in to another woman's role in a
Yeah.
way, you
Yeah.
know?
And
That's hard, and I feel like that's a fine line.
it has its challenges, and I've, you know, never I have put it out there that, I'm not your mom, nor am I trying to be your mom, but I
Mhm.
am somebody that loves you and cares for you and has been here since you were up to my thigh,
Yeah.
and I will continue to be here to support you and love you and treat you like you're my own,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I'm not going anywhere. You can
Eh,
always depend that I'm gonna be there for you
yeah.
whenever,
That's
however.
good for you.
Yeah.
I don't I'd say and that's the thing now that I'm a single mom, I don't know if I could date somebody with kids, like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know, like, that's terrifying
I
and
will tell you, blending
impossible.
families is not for the weak-hearted.
No.
It is a whole 'nother level.
Because really, you have 4 adults at that
Yeah,
point. You have however many children, so many different personalities,
yeah,
so much, bickering, probably drama,
yeah.
bitterness, jealousy, all those things.
Oh, yeah. It's it's definitely been a struggle for me on and off with figuring out where my place is
Mhm.
and how to handle that.
Yeah.
Because you never like, there's times where I'm like, "I don't where do I stand? Where do I
Mhm.
how do I do this? How do I go about explaining to him if there's certain things that I'm not okay with, or do I just be okay with it just to be okay with it and not upset like the pattern or like
Yeah.
create waves when I don't need to.
Mhm.
So, but like I said, I'm learning as I go with that one.
Mhm. I'm
And
sure you've made
it's
mistakes,
oh yeah.
you
Oh
know,
yeah.
as
I'm not
well as
perfect.
Andrew
Nobody
and
is.
yeah,
But
everybody's
it's
living for the first time.
yeah, seriously.
Are there any stories that you really wanted to tell of being a mom or
Stories that I wanna tell of being a mom, I will say that being
okay.
fully present for your kid and choosing them over and over again,
Mhm.
no matter what,
Yeah.
and not making my kid an object that's just in my life just to make myself look better,
Mhm.
social media-wise.
Yeah. And it's showing up every day, not
It's
just like
showing up.
one day making this huge decision, you getting so much praise, and then you think you can just coast for the rest of it. It's showing up
Right.
like day one every single
Yep,
day.
yep. I so for me, it's what I want for Harper is to look back and see who was there, who
Mhm.
did show up.
And she'll know. What are you most proud of as a mom?
Just the child that I've raised.
Mhm.
What I'm seeing now that she's getting older and thinking to myself, "How am I gonna do this? Am I doing it right? Am I not doing it right?"
Mhm.
You can ask your questions like that 20 times a day, and you're never gonna get the right answer,
Yeah.
but you're showing up and you're doing your best, and
Mhm.
you still get a kid like that that comes out, I call that a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Y
love when she goes to other people's houses, and then when I go and pick her up, they're like, "She's so sweet, she's welcome anytime, we want her
and
back, we love."
you're
That
like,
to
"I did that, that's
me,
mine."
that's mine. I'm so and she'll get in the car and be like, "Thank you for being on your best behavior. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Please, as long
Yeah.
as I know that you can lose your batshit mind here in this house, I'm totally fine
Yes.
with it, but when you're out and about in front of other people and you are
Mhm.
a human being who is well behaved and you have manners, that is a
Mhm.
win for me.
Yes. Before we wrap up, Kelsey, what is one thing you'd want another mom listening to know?
Take it all in because the time I might cry. From the time that I saw her to now, it literally just flies by. And I wish I could slow time down because my baby is going to be 13 this year, and God help me. But take it all in because it goes by way too quickly.
Yes. Yes, it does. I know. I mean, I don't have as many years in as you, but Thomas just turned 1, and I'm like, "What?
Where did the
What
year go?
happened?" I blinked.
It's
All right, guys. Well,
wild.
that's a wrap here from Oh Baby. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share with another mom that you think might love this, and we'll see you guys next week. As we wrap up today's episode, I just want to say thank you again to Kelsey for sharing her heart with us. Today, we talked about so many parts of motherhood that don't get enough attention, from navigating an ADHD diagnosis, raising children as a single mom, to dating again, blending families, and learning that parenting doesn't always come with a one size fits all handbook. Kelsey's story is a reminder that families are built in all different ways, and every journey deserves compassion instead of comparison. If you're a parent navigating an ADHD diagnosis, know that you're not alone. Your child's pediatrician, school team, therapist, or psychologist can be wonderful resources, and organizations like Children and Adults with ADHD offer education, support, and community for families. And to the single moms listening today, I see you. You're carrying so much, often balancing much more than others realize. Whether you're parenting on your own, learning to trust again, or blending families, I hope you remember you don't have to have all the answers to be an incredible mom. Your love, consistency, and presence matter more than perfection ever could. If today's conversation resonated with you, I encourage you to share this episode with another mom who may need to hear it. Sometimes the greatest gift that we can give each other is simply the reminder that we're not alone. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Oh Baby. Be sure to follow along on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram. Oh, and TikTok at o.baby.t so you never miss a conversation. Until next time, remember this: every family has a different story, every child has their own path, and every mom is doing the best she can with the love that she has. We'll see you next week on Oh Baby, where every mother's story matters.